that's a problem. Well, no longer a problem. Take this. Plug that in. You turn on. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Shiran. Hello, Ari. Welcome to the stream. You're sick? That's unfortunate. Hopefully you get better soon. Ooh, right. Let me... Oh, crap. Wrong video. Okay, whatever. I'll work with this. Yeah, how are you guys' day? Hopefully it's doing well. I mean, yeah, hopefully you're doing well, not your day. Who cares about the day? Who cares if the day is doing well? Are you doing well? My birthday's in less than a month. Nice. Congratulations on becoming older and inching slowly inching closer to death. Isn't that a privilege? Doing good? Noise. Hold on, I need to get the chat set up so I can actually properly read it without having to... Well, look at my phone, because my phone is not in the best position for me to read the chat. I mean, I can, but like... Yeah, my day's been good, though, actually. You know... yeah, I won't talk about that right now. Okay, I guess it's already paused. Coolio. Okay, let me see. Is this the thing Yes, it is. I actually didn't name the stream, I've realized. Well, it's fine. Who cares about naming streams anyways? Today is 11/12/25. Okay. Let me head on over to my channel so I can actually look at the chat. Okay. Hello, Rose Trap. Guess what the next thing I'm gonna say is gonna be? I don't know. Naming stream is like naming a concept. It's futile. True. Hello, Saul. Welcome to the stream. I haven't seen... Did I see you yesterday? Probably not. Yes, hello. Okay. Well, my laptop is taking a little while. Well, you know, I don't think I don't know is bruh, so I think I was wrong about what you were gonna say. Alrighty, let me get that and get the stream. Why is my laptop taking so long to load? Okay, it didn't take that long, actually. I assume this is the video I want. Yes, it is. Alrighty, that's done. Now, I'm gonna draw. Who the heck knows? All right, let me start up with a warm-up drawing. And also, let me turn this into live chat because I didn't have that on live chat. All right, I guess while that fails to load, I will just start my warm-up drawing. Let's see how well this warm-up drawing goes. There we go. Click on live chat, scroll down slightly. Okay, I guess that's not really working. Okay, it did work, cool. It's a Matt from Death Note. Huh. Someone who has never watched Death Note. Don't know who Matt is. bring the armor behind here. It's Matt from... Oh, well, yeah. I read that properly. Okay, gonna bring that in like that. Bring the chest in. I don't know what this thing is, so I'll just do it like that. Like that. I'm gonna now... I don't know what this drawing is gonna be. But... maybe something like that would look interesting. Shira is in sleepwear. Oh, Shira in a sleepwear. Sleepwear. Someone in water. Or at least that's what I suppose this thing is. These patterns. Warm-up drawings. Warm-up drawings are always so weird. I never actually know where I'm going with the warm-up drawing. Although, you know, yesterday's warm-up drawing was pretty boring, but the day before that, the astronaut girl, that was a pretty interesting drawing. Oh, Dennis, today someone cheated on a test and the teacher screamed. I was taking a nap and that woke me up. The teacher screamed? Shira's favorite relaxation time? To be in water? But I thought, but cats... Hello, Soul. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? She's not a full-on cat? That's fair enough. Not going as I planned, not like it ever did. As in, yeah, your day. I probably asked how was your day. That's why you're responding to. Fair enough, then. It'd be like that. Horrible with plans? It'd be like that. It'd be like that. Imagine having to dry your entire body if your entire body's made out of fur. That must be actually the worst, honestly. I mean, drying my hair is like already bad. Imagine if my entire body was made out of hair. I can keep in check my hair, but if my entire body was made out of it, what would I have to do to like get it dry? You would not be able to take any showers before bed. Or like take any showers before like, yeah, anything important, because you'd still be wet. Can't wait to date someone and fumble the bag so hard, it's comedic. Well, you'd stink if you don't wash properly. Yeah, I'm not saying like I wouldn't, like you'd have to, right? But like I'm also still saying, to be fair, yeah, well, I'm also just saying that like that must be super inconvenient. Do the dog method, shake it out. But still, even if you use like a towel or something like that, it doesn't dry you out completely. You're still gonna be like slightly wet. And slightly wet is what mold likes. Shira does lick. Shira has that sandpaper tongue. I've never been licked by a cat, but I don't know how pleasant that would feel. Why do cats hate water again? Don't know. I've never actually looked into the reason. Perhaps Shira knows. Because it messes up their perfect fur? Because it messes up their perfect fur and it's irritating to groom their hair correctly. I see. That would make sense, actually. I'd make a perfect cat. They find still water as curious and perceives as unknown to them. Finally, I have one course tomorrow. I can go home and relax and actually deal with my stomachache thingy. Oh, well, hopefully that gets better. I don't know a cat, but I do know a lot about them. Allergies, fuck. Fuck you. How dare you not allow me to have a cat? Rip. I think it's something like that. A new sketchbook smell? Your sketchbook has a smell? I guess paper has a smell, yeah. I hate cats because God knows why they hate me, but I prefer them over dogs, although I love dogs. What? Okay. Does that mean that you... Wait, what? You hate cats, but you prefer them over dogs, but you hate cats. But you love dogs, so... Does that mean that you hate dogs or that you love cats? I'm... confused. Smells like tree and alcohol. I want to eat it. Maybe you should. Taste the page. I think my lawyers have advised me to not encourage people to eat their paper, though, so I will say maybe don't do that. You should definitely do that. I'm lying, of course. You should not do that. I'm lying to say that you shouldn't do that. Anyways. I love dogs, but I can't approach making me forced to like cats. I see. Unfortunate. Dennis, I'm your lawyer. I don't want you as my lawyer. I don't think so. It's okay. I don't need a lawyer. Lawyers are for losers. Nah, I'm good to go. Crunch, definitely not eating it. Noise. What did I do to not be a lawyer? Did you go to law school? Alrighty. Warm-up drawing is complete. It's okay. Not the best, not the worst. Could have done better. Probably could have done better if I had a reference, but I'm too lazy right now to have a reference. By the way, I got a new stand for my tablet. I like it actually. I like the noise it makes. It's very satisfying. It looks a little bit more sturdy than my previous one. I think this one might actually last. Sure loves water. Noise. Hello. Yeah. What's your name? Diavola. Hello, Diavola. That sound give? I need it. Isn't it? Isn't it great? That's right, Dennis. We can't let the beast take the powerful stand. Huh. You're about to say Gyat? Don't think so? I don't even know what you're referring to. You must understand, my brain is like non-existent. I don't remember what I was gonna. I don't remember what you. I don't even know what you're talking about. Maybe I wasn't gonna say. Maybe I was gonna say Gyat. Who knows? There we go. Actually, I don't really want the eyes to be like that. How about I make the eyes more angular to like go upwards? And yeah, I think that works. Like that. Okay, cool. Bring that around. Hold on. The nose should be around here, actually. Apparently there's no number. Dumplings actually do kind of sound good. Although we don't have soup. I guess you can eat dumplings without soup, but still. I prefer dumplings with soup. Well, this is a slightly different style for the face. Let's see if I actually like it. Not like that, but maybe like this. Tess, I need your knowledge. What knowledge do you want? Free will exists, Diavola? I'll ignore that. My brain is foggy and shall not engage in any philosophical debates. What should I draw on the first page? Terrifying. You should draw a mech person. Maybe draw a mechanical whale. That'd be cool. Sexy mech. I expect nothing more. I expect nothing else from Yashira. Honestly, I would have said something like that too, but like, you know, I like whales more, I think. I don't know why. Well, do the Dennis OC that Dennis gives you. Wait, what? Huh? I don't have a job either. Huh? Can you not, like, make dumplings? Do you not have flour, water, and other dumpling ingredients? Surely you have the ingredients to make dumplings. I don't actually know what it takes to make dumplings, but I'm sure it's not that complicated. I'm pretty sure they're not that complicated. I'm pretty sure it's like just flour and water. Although I wish I paid attention to when my mother actually made dumplings. That way I would actually know what to do, but I'm pretty sure it's like not that complicated. You're free. Hello, Broken Skull. Welcome to the stream. You know, I was gonna stream earlier, but then I came across a comment on like a short that was pretty interesting. So I kind of wanted to dedicate some time to it. I think I'm gonna turn it into a video. It's quite the interesting comment. Guess who's in Dennis's basement other than me? It seems like I can't escape. I don't know what to go there. Dennis ingredients also need money. I only have a rice, tequila, and lobster. No flour? What? Why do you have tequila over like? Oh, whatever. Any tips on drawing mouths? None really in particular. In general, the mouth follows like this kind of shape. If you want an open mouth, it kind of turns into this kind of shape. There's like a bunch of different types of open mouths, right? You can have like an O-shaped mouth, like they're gonna like eat something or something like, something like that. You can have a mouth like, you can have a happy open mouth rather than like a frowning open mouth. But hello, Hunted. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? New activation, man see booba, man click, man happy, man stay. Yes, how's your day? How you doing, Dive? I mean, Hunted and Dive. Wait, no, Hunted. Hello, Nino, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Okay, cool. And maybe like what other type of open mouth? This one. This one's like more of like a frowning open mouth. But yeah, these shapes are like very simple. So I would say just like break the mouths down into simple shapes. And profit. I wish I could do mouth. I wish I can show how I do mouths, but I can't. I wonder why Dennis knows so much. Are you guys? Never mind. Not that serious. I mean, come on. The mouth is like a very common part of the body. Yeah, the mouth is a very common part of the body. You kind of need to know how to draw the mouth. If you're drawing people, that is. Lamentable it is that an artist who cannot draw a mouth properly. I'll be right back, by the way. Alrighty, I'm returned. Fancy door ringtone? Indeed, indeed. Do I see a cat girl? You do! It's Shira. Hello, James. Welcome to the stream. The bathroom. Try hard dentist parkour noises? Huh? Oh, true. Actually, you're right. Yeah, try hard dentist parkour noises. Yeah, my room is an obstacle course of things. I have to really, you know, I have to flip around and stuff. A girl in my class gave me a hyper-realistic heart and skull because I like being depressed. Very confused. Am I? Maybe you just like being depressed. Alrighty. Still doesn't explain the amount of accuracy. Are you saying why I'm good at drawing a body part? That's because you practice. You have to be good at drawing. Do you want to draw a mouth poorly, or do you want to draw a mouth well? Your answer actually dictates your character. No, I'm joking. I place a lot of importance on drawing body parts well, though. So, of course, if I'm drawing something, I'm gonna try and draw it as best as I can, as long as it pertains to the body. And the mouth is an integral part of the expression. Do you want a flimsy expression? I don't think so. Holy thumbnail. Hello, Alphabot. Welcome to the stream. That's dodging the allegations again? Huh? I don't know what allegations you're talking about. I hate that you will never draw my OCs, and I can't even commission since I broke. That's probably true. I draw things that I'm really interested in. To be fair, I barely draw anyone's OCs. I draw Shira because I like this hair. I really just like the hair. I'm not gonna lie. It's very fun. I want to see what Dennis will do to them, though. Do to who? I have to see the actual design first, and to actually know if I want to draw them. Although I do like what is it, Galaxia or something like that. I like her I like the Fire. I think Fire has a really cool shape language. But that's what I have to say. Yeah, just triple butt. I wonder why the hair. I like hair that goes like this, hair that it kind of defies gravity, I suppose. I like this type of hair. For instance, you can see this in one of my OCs. Oh, let me see. Can I find one that has that? There's one specifically that I'm thinking of. I mean, you can see this in when I was doing studies of Yusuke Murata. I got to draw this OC, which is my OC, in I guess a bunch of Tatsumaki poses, but specifically this type of hair, which is kind of fire-like, right? So I think for your OC Galaxy, I think yeah, that would be a very interesting point. Shit, I think it would be interesting, though I haven't consumed a lot of Galaxia art, I suppose, for me to be really interested. I think that Shira had a lot of artworks that was pretty inspiring. I guess, would it be inspiring? I don't know if inspiring is the right word, but something that made me want to draw it. Whereas I haven't seen that much art of most people's OCs. In any case, yes. Also, I hear background noises. Dennis door open. That wasn't mine, though. A day shall come when I become part of the drawn OC squad, but my profile picture kind of not OC worthy. Do you even have anyone any character in your profile? Hunted. The Gunnar allegations admitted it. I didn't admit anything. No. But give me 1 second. How to draw hello, Emmy. How to draw an anime mouth first step? Draw a line curve. Draw a line, curve the line if you want to show more motion, and boom. That's correct, actually. I deny being a Gunnar. Although I think there is definitely a better chance of you succeeding in seeing that I draw Gunnar art rather than I am a Gunnar myself. I wonder why the hair. Oh wait, I explained that already. That's being proud. That's be proud I'm drawing a woman instead of a twink. Huh? Well, I guess good job then. But I say draw exactly what you want to draw. If you want to draw twinks all the time, then do that. Dennis, did you shave? I shaved my face. I shaved my face. Not I guess I more shaped up my face. My facial hair and stuff like that. My hairline, have to get my hairline in check. whatever that means. Really, just like I made it like I just did a lineup essentially. Okay, did that. Holy banger anatomy and poses. Thank you. Please, please, speed. I need this. You can't see, but I did the face. I actually didn't do the face. Anyways, but there's too many unshaved evidence. Hello, hello. It's just my high school profile picture I chose back then, Doc. No characters here. I see, fair enough. It would be a shame if a certain lost person burned the evidence. Okay. I'm still waiting, Dennis. I'm still waiting. Wait for what? Did I say something? Hold on. I probably did say hold on for a second, but who did I say hold on to? Yeah, I can't remember. Let's watch a Chainsaw movie. Go alone with friends. Just do it. I will eventually at some point. People are saying it's an amazing movie. I believe them. Though whether a movie is amazing or not doesn't really affect how quickly they'll actually get to drawing it. I mean, get to watching it. I'll watch it at some point. I was actually gonna watch. There was a point where I was gonna watch it, but like it wasn't out yet on like digital stuff. So the one time that I was actually gonna watch it just wasn't available. Send in the MTF division, subdivision, the mole rats. We need that evidence. Very ominous. Huh? Very ominous for what? I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, no, I must have tripped and burned all the unshaved and not copied evidence of the allegations. Oh no. What are you talking about? You try watching it in the cinema, low key. I think it'll be interesting. I don't know if is it really out on. I don't know. I don't think I have any cinemas to go to. It's fine. I'd rather watch it in my bed. I find it more enjoyable. I think I enjoy it, even if yes, like the quality of like the screen and like the surround sound, that probably would like enhance the experience. I think I'd be way more appreciative of it if I were like able to just like, yeah, just do it in my bed. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I love how if I go to cinema, 70% of my money will be down the drain. Plus, I mean, that's also something. What the heck is that? Okay, am I tripping, or is this a creature with breasts for the face? What the hell is that? What is that? You know what? That's actually pretty interesting looking. I'm not gonna lie. All right, can I do that pose? That pose is so generic. I don't want to do that pose. I went at like 3 p.m. on a Tuesday, so it was actually just me and my friends there. Oh, nice. I actually want to cosplay Makima for next year, Comic-Con, but I'm not a fan of contacts. Contacts? Do I the more? Oh yeah, the breasts. Yeah, there was like the face were breasts. I'm pretty sure it was like some sort of monster design, but like honestly, like it looks so weird. An interesting design, to be sure. Like there's like a bunch of them, like more than 10 or maybe around 10 of them for the face. It was interesting. Yeah. Not gonna lie, the red hair in the suit red hair in the suit is enough. Oh, contact lenses. Oh, sorry. Yes. Sorry. My ass off with my friend when we watched the fighting scene with her and Denji. Something move. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna watch it at some point. You won't regret it. Watch it. Yeah, no, I don't. Like, I definitely don't think I will. I mean, it's like normal Chainsaw Man. That was like amazing. Imagine Chainsaw Man with a budget, with like, you know, even like more increased budget. I think that would have been cool. And like, I guess that's what the movie is, right? Plus, we have Rize. That's like an entirely new character dynamic. I'll get to see that. It'll be cool. It will be cool. High definition Fujimoto greatness. I should do more anatomy, but I can't do it without feeling burnt out. Any solution? Yeah, that seems like an impossible question. That's like saying, I mean, that's basically saying, I want to do exercise, but I hate doing exercise. The only solution is like either somehow figure out a way to change your like feeling towards exercise, or just do it despite it, like have discipline, I guess. So yeah, if you think that doing exercise is gonna benefit you, you know, like anatomy is gonna benefit you in the long run, and then do it. If you think that the burnout is gonna like make you hate art forever and ever, and you're never gonna like recover from that, then I guess don't do it. Do whatever you think is gonna end up benefiting you in the end. Work towards whatever your goal is for art, whatever you want it to be. Try and work towards that. If that requires you to like get good at anatomy, then you're probably gonna have to practice. If it doesn't, then, well, don't practice, I suppose. Sometimes there are no good answers. Who's Rize again? I don't know. Remember what the anime is? She has like a choker. She has a choker, and yeah. She has a choker, and I think she has something against tongues, but that's just me. That's just what I've heard from the streets. I cannot confirm nor deny her hate for tongues. Feels bad for her and Denji, not go after what happened in the manga. Well, yeah, I don't know. Like, I haven't actually read that. It's very weird, but yeah, like, I'm very unclear on what happened there, because for whatever reason, I don't know how, but I ended up like missing that part of the manga. Actually intentionally, for whatever. I don't even know how that works. Don't worry about it. But yeah. So actually, that's like the one part that's the one part of the manga that I haven't read. Which is weird. I don't know. Did a little birdie tell you that? Something like that. From the streets, which means Dennis has been around the block. Man, he ain't that innocent after all. Since when have I claimed to be innocent? I might still be innocent for some things. I have optimism. Does optimism make you naive? Does optimism make you innocent? At least in some way, shape, or form? Also, chat, tomorrow is the Great Korean SAT. Pray for my fellow brothers. Well, good luck to you. If I get I'm drawing men, I can't draw women for shit. I swear I'm gonna go take my meds. Okay. I have a deep suspicion that Dennis' allegations might be true, but I can't prove them. Don't mind the burning paper with Dennis in it. Huh. Is this the Gooner allegation thing again? You know, I got a comment related to that earlier. I thought, and like, I guess that's what I was talking about. It was a really interesting comment, so yeah. It prompted me to like actually make a video. I was gonna make one video today, but I actually think I'm gonna make two. I already have that video like basically done, And then there's another video, which is like, what's it called? And then there's going to be another video, which is like the Discord art video. But yeah. I'll still be here. You can never allow me to leave. All right. Don't worry. The paper is the least of concern. The accomplice, on the other hand. What accomplice? By the way, how does this work exactly? I don't know. So like that maybe? Have you received any hate comments? I have, yeah. Well, you know, I don't know if hate comment is the correct word for it. I think hate is a very broad term. I've come across, like, okay, so like to be more specific, I've come across destructive comments and like critique comments, but I wouldn't call them like hate, right? Actually, maybe the destructive comments are like hate comments, actually, to be fair. But like that's I've only come across like that like maybe twice, maybe. Yeah. What do you mean destructive? I mean like actually like attempting to destructive as in like actually attempting to like I don't know how to put it. You like the type of person who would like try to destroy the channel, whatever that means, like that type of thing, or like destroy my character as a person, like that type of thing. That's what I mean by destructive, rather than like a more like critique type of comment, which would be like a comment that would be more like just like as in a comment that's just like sharing an opinion or something like that. Even if the opinion is like negative, it's still not destructive in like the same way. One is trying to communicate an idea and one is like an attack, right? I think like those are like two different types of things. Yeah. It's better to draw men than girls. Apparently drawing women is for adult shit, not for drawing, according to some people in my life. That's how some people actually see it, yeah. Imagine hitting on our twink tooth ink our twinkle tooth ink messiah while he's drawing sexy anime wife who couldn't be me. Hello Shoth, welcome to the stream. Yes, good morning. How's your day been? Well, what they say? Oh, like quit your vids are trash? Yes, like stuff along those lines, basically. I've only like come across, I can't even remember what the first one was, and I can vaguely remember what the second one was. I don't actually really pay attention to those. The reason why I don't pay attention to them, like I'll pay attention to a comment if it actually has like a valid critique that I would like think it would be a valid critique. But sometimes I see this, maybe not on my channel, but like on other people's channels, where some people like have no valid critique and they just don't like the creator. But like in that case, they're actually not like their hate actually doesn't really, I guess it's not actually truly directed at the creator. If there's no logic behind it, it's just a reflection of their emotions, which like, if that's the case, then it's not really about me, right? It's about them. Whereas someone who's like giving a critique is like actually talking about like something in a constructive way, like at the very least. And I think that's something of like of value. Even if even if the critique has logical flaws in it or like has baked in ideas that I disagree with, like fundamentally, I think that like that is still a more valuable thing because it allows you to like understand how some people think, right? So like those are the actual comments that I'll like hold on to, and that I think is actually interesting. Sin drew my bestie. I did. Oh, you're talking about Shira? Yes, I did. Yes. Share your opinions even if it's negative. Share your opinions even if it's negative, as long as it's not destructive criticism. Yeah, that's basically what I believe. As long as it's not destructive. Criticism, like some things are disguised as criticism, but they're actually not criticism. They're kind of just hate. If someone is hateful and they're critiquing, I think that's fine because I don't really care about someone's like feelings, to be honest. I care about like the information that they're trying to convey. So a person could be a hateful person, yet still like give some nuggets of like good information there. And I want to like latch on to the good information. I don't want to just like toss out the entire thing. If that makes sense, yeah. Like you think the critique is reactionary, but hate is just acting. They don't even need to necessarily watch the video. Yeah. Yeah, basically. Like, I think a hater would be like, I hate, like, a hater would just be like, you know, you suck, quit YouTube, I don't like you. Like, there's no information there. All they're saying there are things about themselves, right? When they say you should quit YouTube, it's more like you should quit YouTube because I don't like you, right? They're not actually like saying anything real. Like if they say, they could like say something like you should quit YouTube because you're like whatever you're doing is like destructive to like humankind or something like that. Even though like that's like a very like that's a very extreme position. Even if they say something like that, that has a little bit more value than just saying like something about their emotion. I hate you, and then you should quit, right? But if they say something like that has more of a reason behind it, then like that's more of a critique. If they give a reason why they think that like if they are like you should quit YouTube because your stuff is like destructive to like society, and here's why it's destructive to society, that's like an actual critique, I think, right? That's like a fully formed critique, as like especially if the logic is sound. But yeah, there's a lot of like, so yeah, that's basically what it is. It's, if they don't give the logic to it, it's still useful because sometimes you can actually kind of, I guess, excavate the logic behind it, and that will like give you better insight to what you're doing, right? But if it's only their feelings, then it doesn't really matter because there's no logic there in the first place. Yeah, I think you should quit essentially. Yeah, basically. Nice, but continue YouTube. Thank you. By the way, good job. Are you talking to Sloth? Yeah, actually, Sloth, you did have a really good nice perspective thing. I saw it on the Twitter. I didn't see you posted, but maybe you did. I just didn't pay attention to it. But for the thing that you posted on Twitter, yes, really good. Does it count as radioactive? I don't even know what that means. There's no. I think a hate comment would be more like a feeling. Like there'd be a feeling attached to it. Whereas that's, I don't even know what that means. What does radioactive Dennis mean? Yeah, damn, I'm hungry. Hello, Anon. Welcome to the stream. The hate rant is perpetual. Who gives hate is so irritating and such a waste of words, I must say. Generating critique is actually something useful, unlike hate for hate for proving shit. If the hate is justified, then it's a whole. Oh, you're Aditya? Okay, hello Aditya, welcome to the stream. It's a whole story. If the hate is justified, then yeah, it's another story. I don't hate people, so like I don't find it irritating when people like hate something just for the fact that they hate it, and they actually, I don't hate like hate comments. I think that those, because like, okay, it really depends on the intention, and because I never know the intention, I am only left with like the result of what they're doing. I can't really make a real judgment on that. But even if the intention is just because they hate me and they just want me off the platform, it doesn't actually really matter to me. Like, I don't actually have a solid, I don't care. In the end, I don't care. Like, and a lot of people have hate comments and like they hate you because of some reason that makes sense to them, right? I don't think people in general, they don't do things that don't make sense to them. So at the very least, it's like, I don't think they're just hating just because, if that makes sense. They're hating because they're like personally affected. So in the end, their hate is more a reflection of them than of me. So like, there's no actual reason for me to really care about what they're saying, especially if it's only hate. Some people can like hate you and like try and give some reason to like why they hate you, but in the end, the reason is like completely subjective, or like the reason doesn't like, or like the reason has like logical fallacies, or the reason is just not logical in the slightest. That type of thing, like even that, I think that's like useful because you can definitely like get some amount of value of like how people think, and you can actually use that to improve yourself. Obviously the best type of critique is the type of critique that has real logic behind it and actually, you know, makes more sense than just like saying your feelings or whatever. In the end though, I think in the end, most logic is based on subjective things, and so I mean everything's going to be subjective. You can I'll just be able to take whatever I'll be able to like take the value from what I want. It just depends on like if my worldview and their worldview actually connects. If it doesn't, then I mean it's fine. I don't actually care. Yeah. Dennis, how do you feel on how fast you're growing this channel with people who have the same fun and interest? Please add measures to deal with people sending random links that are dangerous. I actually don't know how to do that. I will look into that, or I'll maybe ask the mods to look into that. I'm sure like there is some amount of what's it called? There's like probably some sort of bot that can like deal with that though, I'm sure. So like I'll look into that, yeah. By the way, what's your favorite fast food? Mine is Taco Bell. Well, most fast food places are like not vegan. I'm actually vegan. Again, I'm vegan like not for any real reason. I'm just vegan because my family is. But yeah, so I don't really have one. I guess McDonald's. I think they have something. I like their fries tasted good at one point, but I haven't had McDonald's in like years and years and years and years. Maybe this is the 7K. Oh, when did you hit 7K? A while ago, actually. Maybe this is 7K Q&A. Maybe. I think a good example is soul-driven love for Shaky Community Gets It. And someone who works for Vivzipop with a rape fetish had to censor because YouTube is reasonable hate. Okay, hold on. Let me actually decode this. What is this? That says a vegan family. Write that down on the archives. Damn, you're vegan? I am, yeah. I think a good example is soul-driven love. As someone who I assume you mean like just a personal feeling type of opinion, maybe. Something they just find distasteful, perhaps. Or to Vivpop with a rape. I don't like. Did the person do like something? Did the person do something? Like, did they do the crime in question? Or I'm confused. I'm confused on that, so I don't actually have an opinion there. You gotta be quite actively hating to leave a hate comment, I feel. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Lots of the words. That's a, yep. Read that. Plans for the 10K special vid? I don't know. Soul-driven food. It's their user soul-driven love is something. Oh, it's their username. Soul-driven love is someone who did some weird shit. Okay, fair enough. What did they do exactly? Yeah, I don't know. Can you draw Wumpus? Don't know who that is. I don't mind it if they do it to themselves. I am also confused. Dog is shell-shocked. I think Saul is just saying that okay. I think Saul just saying that hating that person is valid. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, so like here's what I agree with. I think that anyone, like, a feeling that you have for another person, whether it's based on logic or not, is valid. Because I think, and I don't know how true this is like a thing that actually might not even have that much backing, but I'm more inclined that people have a feeling. No, I don't know. I don't actually think I actually believe what I was about to say. But in the end, I feel like your opinion to like another person, like your emotional reaction to something, is valid. Like, that's just, you're human, right? You're gonna have a reaction to it. So whatever that is, I think that's fine. If you find something distasteful, I think that's fine. If you like something, I think that's fine, as long as you don't like actually do something physical to like another person, to like harm another person or something like that. I think it's fine. So if it just comes down to hating someone, yeah, that's okay. What I would say is, when it comes down to making like an actual practical saying that, when it comes to saying that an action needs to be taken on something, I think something like that needs a more logical reason, like an actual grounded logical reason beyond something that's just like, I feel this way and so something needs to be done. If that makes sense. I think the emotion makes sense. I don't think that the action necessarily makes sense. Like, I don't think it's like a valid thing to take action just because of a feeling. Yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking. Wumpus the Discord guy? Oh, that guy. It's like, I don't remember what he looks like. I was wrong. Well, either way, yeah. Can't remember, been a while ago. I was in the drama community. Apologies, so I wanted to give a few examples on how people who deserve the hate they get. Yeah, so like I don't know about deserve though. That's the thing. I don't know. I think if it comes down to like a physical action that someone has taken, I think that has a better logical grounding for like the phrase deserved. If it's just something that you find distasteful, I don't know if deserve, because I think deserve speaks to like an objective thing. Deserve is like you are objectively deserving of like the wrath of something. That's kind of what I feel deserve means. It like speaks more, it's like saying right or wrong. I think right or wrong is also like something that's trying to speak more to an objective sense. And if you have no like logical grounding for whatever you're saying, I'm really hesitant, because you can say, so like you can say that like yes, something like deserves to be the case because like it just feels wrong. But if you never have any objective reasoning for it, then other people who have like opposing views can use that same logic to like go against you, if that makes sense. So like it just becomes, I don't know. I think when it comes to like dealing with other people, I think there should be a little bit more, which I'm not saying that you don't have like any reason, but I am just saying that like anyone can use that logic to justify any action that they take. Like anyone can use the logic of something deserves to be done. This is like, you know, that type of thing. I think if anyone can use it, then it becomes dangerous. And I think that you should, yeah, there should be like a little bit more of ground underneath it, is kind of what I feel. When saying deserve, I mean people who should go to jail. That is what I'm referring to. Yeah, I don't have enough. I don't. Hello, Lel. Welcome to the stream. I don't have enough. Hello, Tower, by the way. Cool thumbnail. Thank you. I don't have enough context in this specific like circumstance to actually make a real judgment on like what, like when it comes to like the laws and stuff. Yeah, I don't actually know enough. But from, yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of true. I believe a person can think or feel genuinely. Hold on. Think or feel genuinely anyway, but if you don't act in a bad way, then that's not an issue. Yeah, that's basically what I believe. I feel like the stream's evolved into us just talking about a few specific things, where before we just randomly talk, which is a change I like. I do like, right, like, yeah, I agree. I do like some specific things. Although, yeah, I don't know where it's going with that. What am I drawing now? I don't know. Okay, hold on. How objective can we really get though, Dennis? At a certain point, it becomes subjective. But I think what I mean by objective, like, I don't think that really exists, not in a real way, but I think that you should frame, so like, whenever you're talking about something, frame it in a way that, like, has some ground for logic, right? So, like, you can say that someone deserves something or not, but you have to frame it why. Like, why is this thing actually, like, so, okay, maybe to explain it better, it's like, this person deserves to go to jail because they are a threat to society, if that makes sense, right? Because they're infringing on other people's freedoms, if that makes sense, right? I don't mean like in the strong sense of like infringing on other people's freedoms, like I don't, yeah, okay, that's a little bit of a pedantic take, but I mean like if they're not hurting anyone physically, basically committing a crime. Wait, no, okay, let me try and figure out the right way to say it. You have to frame whatever you're saying in a way that has a goal. So the goal for like why someone deserves to go to jail is because they're like a danger to society. So like when you say something like that, it becomes way easier to have a conversation around it, right? It becomes more grounded in some sort of logic, like in an objective way, kind of. Whereas if you're just saying someone deserves to go to jail without any reasoning, that just, yeah, like, so you have to frame it in like for a goal. I think to a certain point your emotions are just subjective, so you need like more of a grounding. You need a compass is basically what I'm saying, if that makes sense. Yeah, no worries. I just wanted to explain my viewpoint on deserved and non. Yeah, no, I was trying to figure out how to frame what I'm thinking in a good way, because I think it is true that eventually if you go down deep enough, everything becomes like subjective. But yeah, what are we talking about? I guess at this point it's like what's deserved or what's not deserved. This is regarding the difference between hate and criticism. Yes. Okay. So like basically, so Saul was saying that in some cases hate, like hating someone is like deserved or justified. And I was saying, and I was actually not really taking issue with the fact that, like, I think that all, like, emotions essentially are justified, but I think the word deserved there, for a lot of people, signifies, like, an objective, like, moral or, like, any, like, some sort of law. Like, when someone says something is deserved, it feels like you're referencing, like, a law or a code or something like that. Whereas most of the time, or basically all the time, that is, like, a subjective thing. If that makes sense. Dennis background noise. Yeah. Yeah, it's fair. I think just not physically, too, though. Mentally and emotional stuff can be bad as well. That's true, but the thing is, the reason why, so, like, I totally could have gone with, like, yes, and, like, physically and emotionally harmful, is depending on who it is, anything can be emotionally harmful, right? So, it's like, the problem with that is, that gets to a certain point where, like, you can define anything or anyone or anything as emotionally harmful. When it gets to that point, you've, like, kind of lost any grounding. You can just be thrown away with the wind. So what I will say is, like, anything that can be emotionally harmful within reason, if that makes sense. But again, within reason is, like, a subjective term. So I can't even, like, really use that, which is why I just did away with, like, that whole emotional harm thing. Like, really. It comes down to if the person is trying to cause trying to cause emotional harm, and that's not, and it's very hard to know what the intention behind a certain thing is, especially if you can't, like, read someone's mind and you can't believe their words. You have to just go off of their actions, and sometimes someone's actions and someone's intention isn't the same thing, especially in the case when, like, some person can be, like, really fragile in their mind, in which they can't take any, like, outside force, even if it's, like, a very minute amount of force. And that would be emotionally harmful. And I just don't think that's, like, a very useful thing. Because, I mean, nowadays, not even nowadays, all of the days, for, like, all of human history, you can define anything as emotionally harmful if you frame it in the right way. Or if you, like, have a certain, like, mental disposition, I guess. That's basically why I didn't say emotionally, too. It's too broad and too vague of a concept for me to, like, do anything with. Yeah. We live in a society. Basically, that's what it boils down to, that, basically. Which is not a good or a bad thing. I guess not from my perspective, like, my point of view. It's just what it is. Sin is somehow wiser than his years. They call this an old soul. This is overthinking, essentially. They call this, yeah, a man who thinks too much. Like, a person with arachnophobia, like, if you're drawing, like, spiders and someone has, like severe arachnophobia, you're gonna trigger that emotional, like, state, which is emotionally harmful to that person. But, like, I don't think you would say that we should just, like, not draw spiders anymore. And because that type of, like, thing where, like, someone is, like, specifically triggered by, like, a certain thing, concept, or idea, I guess thing, concept, concept and idea are basically the same thing, but it becomes way too broad of a field, and that becomes, you can't, like, do anything in that in like the place where you can never harm anyone emotionally. You can't do anything. You can't even exist, basically. I'm pretty sure me and Dennis in age is not far apart. I don't think so. Yeah, they call this yapping, exactly. Yeah, I'm like 20. I'm 20 years old, so I'm not that old. I mean, I think I just, like, reached this point of, basically, I reached this point of being pedantic by thinking about, like, how valid are my opinions and my ideas? How valid are my feelings? And I basically just asked myself why I feel this type of, like, why I feel anything or feel some sort of way for a specific type of thing, after you ask that to yourself enough times, you kind of, I don't know. For me, I was really troubled by the fact that I didn't have any real grounding or real like logic behind what I'm feeling. So I've learned to rely heavily on logic, which isn't, which, you know, logic is like one half of like how people operate. The other half is emotions, and emotions are never really bound 100% by logic. So I've learned that, like, I used to be the type of person where, like, if you can't logically prove something, then, like, you're kind of just invalid. And, like, I haven't done away with that completely, but I 100% agree that, like, emotions, like, because the problem is, at the base level, people are born with preferences which are not really based on any logic anyways. So, like, I had to accept that as long as, like, everyone else is operating on this subjective worldview that can never really be based on anything, is essentially what I realized. Because, like, yeah, like, this emotional thing, this preference that people have, that's, like, a part of being human, and, like, we're never gonna escape that. And also, logic is very important. I also realized that logic is very subjective too. Like, for some people use some sort of logic, another person uses another. So even the thing that I called logic, even the thing that I, like, valued a lot, doesn't really have a true grounding for it. I think we aren't born with preferences. I think it's more situated with experience and influence, I suppose, or intake. True, but, like, what I mean by born is, like, it's, like, thrust upon us. It's not like a thing that we get to choose. We don't choose our preference. Kind of like how you don't really choose what you want. You don't choose what you like, not at, like, the deepest level. You're kind of, like, given that. It's, like, born onto you by, like, the world that you live in, the environment that you're, like, born with. Kind of like nature versus nurture. Like, I think both of those things are true. I think that, especially when you're young, you don't actually get to choose a lot of the things that you go through. So, yeah. I mean, and this is, to be fair, a lot of my thinking is, like, kind of based upon nah, I don't want to go there. That's gonna turn into a whole philosophical debate, so I won't. What am I drawing here? I don't actually know. I don't know what that outfit would be, but let me go for it. Why must everything be complicated? Jupiter doesn't have a solid core. It's fucking diluted. True. I think Jupiter is really cool, though. The fact that it's, like, just made out of gas. It's a gas giant. I think Jupiter is, like, a really cool planet. But maybe I just like the idea of being engulfed in, like, a planet. Although I don't like the idea of, like, being, maybe I don't think like is the right idea. I don't actually like the fact that I can't land on Jupiter, or that we can't land on Jupiter. I find it quite concerning that you kind of just fall through it. But I think it's actually pretty cool, though. I like things like that. I like that, like, eerie feeling that I get from, like, that type of thing, I guess. Cloud. It's just a massive cloud. Indeed, but I'm more of a Uranus person. I'm torturing someone who's gonna make it dirty. Uranus. What is that even? Is that also a gas planet? It's blue, I'm sure. No, is it gray? What is it, actually? It's gas. It has to be gas. Actually, I think that massive cloud is stinky. I'm mature. Uranus is dirty. Oh no. Yeah, Uranus is stinky. We abandoned that. We abandoned that real quick, huh? I'm joking. Is Uranus massive? Or is it small? I actually don't know. This is a genuine question. This is a real question. Why did I bring up Uranus? I don't know. Why did you bring up my... Okay, anyways, I'm moving on. It's big. It's big. Okay. I am, in fact, not mature. Bigger than Earth. Ah, really? I didn't know that. All I can think about this yapping is, sir, this is a Burger King. It is, though. Sir, this is YouTube. Who the hell cares? Which is fair. Yeah, the reason I even like was bringing up like hate comments and critique comments is because like I came across like a comment. Well, like yeah, I was talking about like a video that I was making that I'm probably gonna release today, and I found it really interesting. It wasn't like a hate comment, and it was a critique comment. Although I did wish that they would like expand upon like their ideas more. So like the reason why I was talking about like I guess logic behind things is more because I was having to like figure out a lot of like what this person was thinking without them actually saying it, because I mean it's a comment, of course you're not gonna be able to like speak as eloquently as you could maybe in it's like in real life, like if you were in front of me or something like that. So like you have to like put your comment like in your like for the first try without like actually elaborating. And actually the person did like end up responding on it. It's like yeah. So like I also responded to their comment. I think I could have done better with my response. I think my response was good in some areas. It was flimsy in other areas. I think I could have done better. But yeah, I was mainly just talking about like if you just come from the point of view that some things are inherently bad, some things are inherently good, without actually giving a reason for like why. If the only reason is like I feel bad or like I don't like this type of thing, I think that's fine. But like when you actually start saying I don't like this type of thing and so something needs to be done about it, it needs to like have, I would very much prefer it to have like an actual reason is really what I'm saying. In fact, Uranus has a ring if you didn't know. I didn't actually know that. No, I didn't know that. Not to mention it's tilted. It's tilted. A reason why I like the planet. I knew there was some planet that was like tilted off of its axis. Is it like on its side? I actually forgot. I think that was like a very big point, to be honest. My favorite part about gas giants is being torn to shreds by the wind. Oh yeah, they must have like really strong like forces. Yeah, I guess so. I think all gas giants in solar systems have ring systems. Yeah, like Saturn. I genuinely didn't know that Uranus was a gas giant. That's a funny sentence. No, but seriously, I must have forgotten. I just like how I really like Jupiter. Maybe I like Jupiter for its size, and I like Jupiter for its how to say, its size and its, yeah, I just like the concept of falling. I don't like it, but you know, I find it interesting, the concept of falling through the planet. So yeah. Imagine the smell. Yeah, it's on the side. I see. Jupiter also has rings, just not visible. Not to mention it has visible auroras in its atmosphere. I would like to see that. Is it like we have seen the auroras, or that we know that like we know that the environment has what it needs to like produce auroras, so we can infer or like guess that it has auroras even though we haven't seen it. Hello, Chill Shanti. I think I've seen you before, right? Yeah. Mega Man has a series of robots called Star Droids, and Uranus is the biggest one of them all. Huh. They're based off planets. Okay, makes sense. We have seen it through telescopes, I think. I haven't seen that. That'd be cool. I'd like to see that. like to see that. Telescope? Oh, yeah, I guess there's really powerful telescopes. I don't know what I was gonna say. Don't know why I was surprised about that. I don't know what this outfit is. Let me see. We love the Juno spacecraft. I've never heard of that. The Juno spacecraft. Juno is from Greek mythology, if I remember correctly. Are the name Juno associated with the moon? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm thinking of Luna, actually. Makes us more confused about Jupiter on its gravitational pull and core and how it's formed. Huh? Has the Juno spacecraft actually interacted with Jupiter? I've never heard about this. Yeah, I guess when it comes to space, I've really been mostly like interested in like black holes and stuff. So I guess I just never really paid attention to any like planetary type of thing. Although I liked space enough to get the game Kerbal Space Program. So who knows what I'm talking about. Like black holes. Black holes are cool. Then it's the same creature breach containment. Earth isn't. The creature breach containment. I don't know. Where did I see the word same? The creature breach containment. Earth is not safe anymore. Oh no. I like black holes. Yes, yes. Yes, it has. Juno is the one who found that Jupiter has a diluted core. Feels like I'm explaining algebra to a 6-year-old. I didn't know that. Maybe I'll look into it at some point. You know, nah, never mind. Not gonna lie, I don't know why we need algebra in high school, because when do we use it in our daily lives? You know, I think algebra actually, yeah, maybe not in our daily lives, but I mean, finding variables, like that type of thing where it's like, we need to find the value of x. I think that idea is actually pretty useful. I think we use it a lot more than we realize, although, yeah, the farther into math you get, the more like you don't actually really need it in your everyday life. I do agree. I don't even like algae, bro. Like, I have seen cases in which algebra has been useful for like pretty important stuff, but if you're just like, if you're not like an engineer or something like that, or anything like that, and or maybe if you're like not like a business, if you're not like really concerned about like running maybe a business and like working with like a lot of money, like maybe, and like a lot of variables where you have to like actually do something like that, if you're not that type of person, then I suppose you probably wouldn't need algebra, to be honest. If you're not going to be working with numbers or things like that in that like sense, then yeah. Actually, I really did enjoy algebra. Algebra was actually pretty fun. The bugs, why are they attracted to me? I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I think some people attract like more mosquitoes than other people. I think it has something to do with your blood type. Maybe it's the same for other types of bugs too. Maybe a certain, like, yeah, some sort of chemistry, physiology with your body may very well be attracting like bugs more than other people. Famous words. I'm an artist, not a mathematician, so fuck algebra in my field. Fair enough. I had fun with algebra though, to be honest. Yeah. Flying ants invaded my room. Mosquito has blood pressure. Yeah, they do actually. Or at least, or maybe it was a myth, but I've heard that mosquitoes have that. But maybe it was debunked, but I'm pretty sure that is a true fact. Mosquitoes prefer people who eat bananas. I fed their corpses to my dogs, the ants. Well, fair enough. Extra protein, right? I haven't had to deal with ants in a long time. But there was a time where, yeah, ants were a big problem. You know, recently I've been using a lot more, like, references from, like, actual people. On Pinterest, specifically. I think it's been cool. Having to figure out like where the lines are supposed to be is actually pretty fun. Even though yes, I do that even when it comes to like an artist rendition, like using their art as like a reference. I think it's way more interesting to like use, or not way. I don't think actually way more interesting is the correct term. I do actually think it's equally as interesting to use like an artist's work as a reference, but I do think it is like similarly interesting, like in a different way, to use like a real life what is the thing called, reference. Yeah. They don't prefer low, they just feed on what they get. I had a dried up worm, if that makes you feel better, Dennis. Well, fair enough. They prefer college students running on pure caffeine. I don't know, like, do they actually prefer like things like that, or I thought it was like mainly related to like your blood type. I wonder if they've done any studies on that. Probably. Photo reference is the best. It's cool, yeah. I found like a lot of yeah, I find it interesting. I think still I do maybe prefer like an artist like using art as a reference, but I think that's because I'm more interested in learning the techniques of other people rather than like the actual pose itself. I think the techniques have been more helpful in that case, especially when I was like way more inexperienced. Perhaps right now it's just that I have like perhaps now it's like I actually have the capabilities to use a physical, I guess, a photo, not physical, but like a photo reference now. So now I'm actually finding it cool. But before, yeah, no, absolutely not. I was not able to do this. For drinking mosquito repellent. First page ripped out of anger? That's not good. Sure needs a woman. It'd be like that. Why semi-realistic art so angelic, please? I wish to know these ways of lines and color of these artists. It does look pretty cool sometimes, yeah. Although I must say, I haven't actually intaken a lot of semi-realism art. Alrighty. This drawing is turning out interesting. That girl sounded like, hello, no, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know if you're able to use the emojis if you're not a, what's it called? A member. Is that like a way that you can you actually like, what's it called? If you were to like put the emoji name in asterisks, will it actually would it actually do the thing? Would it do the thing? That'd be cool, actually. It's been 89 minutes. Yes, how's your day going, Null? I just say the emoji name for the sake of it. Ah, okay, fair enough. You gotta use the oh, the colon. I almost forgot what that was called. Um. Oh, here's the reference I use, by the way. I guess it's actually not NSFW, really. The reference actually does. It looks nothing like this, but you know, I take some aspects of the reference. Look, we have this. This is like this. That's it. I mean, yeah, okay. I missed like the bottom half, like the legs, but you know, I was blocked. Okay, it's not my fault that I chose to put it there. It definitely is my fault I chose to put it there. Sometimes I just neglect the fact that I'm gonna put a drawing somewhere. Like, yeah, I started the reference here and I just forgot. Oh yeah, I probably need space for it, but whatever. Hello, Repdog, welcome to the stream. Did I see you today? Have you been in the stream before, or am I just really bad at remembering? I thought I saw you in the stream before, but maybe I'm thinking of yesterday's stream. I like her bikini, no hetero. What was her bikini? I forgot. Hold on. Ah, yeah, it is a nice pattern. No, I wasn't. Maybe it was yesterday. Ah, okay. I guess I'm just. What's it called? I guess I'm just delusional. Not delusional. Schizophrenic. Anyways, no, it wasn't. Maybe it was yes. Red with small dots. I like the wine red. It does look cool. Yeah. Seems like you rotated the hips more to the right compared to the reference, but maybe it's just yeah. I think there's definitely way more. There's like more of a curve happening here. Where in the reference, it was definitely more, you know, yeah, it definitely had a curve in the reference, but I definitely accentuated the curve. I thought it looked interesting. You know, it would be more interesting if you could actually see where this leg is going. I think where the leg is going is pretty important, but I didn't actually illustrate that. It'd be like that, though. It's okay, Dennis, I would get confused, too. Psychosis, more likely, Dennis, not schizophrenia. That. Yeah, I'm having hallucinations. Don't worry about it. I'm seeing things that aren't there. Alright, well, here's what I'll do. Okay, it's 150. I see. We're all creations of your brain trying to convince you to draw spicy poses. You say that as if everyone's trying to convince you to draw spicy poses, but it's only you. It's only you, Null. It's only you. Your local kid who knows too many mental health problems they can count. Spoiler, I can only count to 4. Oh, hey, that's good enough. Better than me, right? At least I think it's better than me. Not slander. It's not slander, it's true. Try and get 12% on your report card for math. What did that? What did the student say to the calculator before the math exam? I'm counting on you. True. Should I put the calculator on the bed tied up? I'm gonna punch them. Oh, shut my pants while laughing to this. Rip. Okay. So I'm gonna bring this in. You're doing realism again? I'm doing something, that's for sure. So here's what I'll do. Doing your mom. Oh no. Holy smokes, I found Victor from Arcane on a church. Nice. Yeah, if I do it like that, it's going to be very unclear what is a mask and what's not. I mean, I could maybe do like that, but assuming the eye is here. Main bronze door of the Milan Church. Milan Cathedral. Sorry, door of the Milan Cathedral. He might commit arson on his own house? What? Oh, sloth. Don't know who this is. If someone is wondering what the statue is called, oh, I see. Oh, hear me out on Pathos on an astronaut outfit without a helmet. I've heard you out, and that's a good idea, actually. I'll do that. Of course, you've used the magic word Pathos. So, like, I think it's like basically it's like guaranteed that I'll do that. That's not how that works, but I'll go with that for right now. For right now, I'll pretend like that's how that works. Oh shit. Alrighty. Keyword unlocked. It seems as though Sin remembered the password for his internet. I did. Hello, Samus. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so astronaut, eh? First, I need to actually figure out a pose. I'll do that pose. Second of all, I'll do that. I may ask, what instrument is fun to draw? Not that I've drawn any instruments, but I assume something like a tuba, a trombone, that type of thing. Some sort of brass instrument. But that's because I feel like they vaguely resemble trains. Violin, because poses. I can't tell if this is an instrument joke or if this is like you're saying that violin poses are cool. I'll take it as the latter. Violin poses are pretty cool. Looks very majestic, serene. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Yeah. Anything's an instrument if you try hard enough. What stationary equipment do you think makes a cool, unconventional weapon? A pencil as a spear would be cool. Although I would assume you mean like turning it into like an actual weapon. But like, I mean like something that kind of looks like this, you know, this type of thing. Other than that, how about a compass? I don't know what you'd do with a compass as like a weapon, but it's like a kind of like a double-sided thing. I don't know. Trains, old diagnostic aspect of autism. I don't actually know a lot about trains, which is probably like. I like the you like trains? No, I like the I like how they look. I like what's it called? Steampunk. I like steampunk. Steampunk things look really cool to me. And you know, trains have a lot of what's it called? A lot of like those pipes and tubes and like connecting things that look really cool. Astronaut, right? Okay, because astronaut, I shouldn't like get too caught up in drawing. I shouldn't get too caught up in drawing the anatomy really, because I'm gonna be covering the anatomy in like a big bulky suit. Steampunk pathos violin. That'll be fun to draw. It would have, yeah. Dennis, have you used a compass a lot? Nope. Not even. Actually, I can't remember any time I've used a compass, like, ever. I'm sure I have, I just can't remember. Any topic worthy of contemplation? Come up with one. Most topics are, I don't know. It depends how deep you go with it. Almost any topic can be interesting if you actually go deep enough. Of course, I can sympathize with the idea that going too deep into a lot of things is pretty exhausting. Why do we think, and how does the brain work? I don't think anyone knows how that works. It's so weird, right? It's so weird, but I'm not enough of a neurosurgeon, and even the neurosurgeons barely know how it works. It's definitely worthy of contemplation, but can we get anywhere? Maybe like... I mean, like a bunch of people have said this before. Maybe it's just that how we think is just a complex connection of a bunch of different simple like things, simple like reactions and chemical reactions and stuff it's a bunch of those things built up like over, I guess, millions and I guess trillions, I don't know how many, but of neurons that are firing that like results in like what we perceive as thought. Actually, I guess it just results in perception in the first place. Or maybe not. Why do we explore the galaxy more than our oceans? Did we find something in our ocean so terrifying in our planet? Oh, so terrifying to leave our planet. Okay, that's actually a good idea. What's the difference between Jigga Wiggler? I don't even know what you're talking about. Please, weed. I need this. My mom is kind of homeless. What is love? What is love? I didn't even read that. What, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is this though? Oh, that's not even. Okay, cool. Maybe there's some sort of sleeping eldritch being in our planet or something. Ready to end us. Touch-starved artist, go do it. Oh wait, anime idea. Touch-starved artist, go do it. Or anime idea, touch-starved artist, comma, go do it. As in, go do the idea. Has that not been done before? I don't know. That sounds like an interesting. Maybe you should do it. Yes. Don't just say yes. You're confusing me even more. Are you saying that touch-starved artists are going at it? I ain't doing it. Fair enough. Hey, Ben, I learned a new word called futanari. Do you like it? Are you calling me Ben? Do I like the word? It's an interesting word, to be honest. You know, if we truly did find something that dangerous in our planet that we need to like search for a new place to actually go to, if that actually was true, I think how to say it, I think we'd be a lot more I think we'd be doing it, like exploring space more. But considering that we haven't really, like, yes, we've been like kind of exploring space, but like not in the way that we've I don't know. I feel like we could truly be doing more if we actually did want to explore space. I don't think we're actually motivated enough. Is what it seems like at the very least. So if we did find something in our oceans, I don't know if it was I don't know if it was either scary enough or it got covered up and then we don't know about it. But we're a little bit too lax, to be honest. It seems like we're too lax. Did everyone here get the channel member for free? Nah. John Singularity, his full name. Indeed. Astronauts look like just toddlers. They look like big goofy things who can like barely articulate anything. It's honestly, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous look, but it works, I guess. I assume a lot of it's for insulation, to be honest. And for insulation, and I guess to like pass tubes to like, yeah, to like have a lot of, I guess there's a lot of workings inside of the spacesuit that like tubes and stuff that need a lot of padding to actually fit in there. All those tubes like wrap around are like really interesting too. You know, I like astronaut outfits for the same reason that I like military outfits. I like the I don't know, there's like a certain level of tacticalness. I guess for necessity, right? It like literally needs to be like that, but I think it's cool like that it's like that. His first name is Lamar, is it? Skinny astronaut attire? Nah. Big astronaut I just like how it looks. Frank, she was flexing on us. Do something. You know, it'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta get flexed on. Nothing more you can do. This is a learning moment. Skinny astropunk attire. Nah. Hey Max, have you ever drawn any fudas? I have not. And if your next question is, are you planning to? I am not. And if your next question is why, it's because I'm not that interested. That astronaut can explore MySpace anytime. Fair enough. Write that down, write that around like that. Max, Dennis, Singularity. Guys, I'm sorry to think none of these are his name. What? Really? No way. I keep hearing fudas. I have an idea of what they are, but I'd like to keep myself innocent on that part of the internet. It's just like a woman with a dingling. I'm pretty sure that is what it is. At least when it comes to anime, like in anime terms, that's just what it is. Nothing special. At least it doesn't seem like anything that special. But I mean, that's coming from me, so I don't know if anything that I say is like actually of value. When it comes to like, yeah. Does I think you're innocent? I don't think so, no. I don't think I'm innocent. I don't know what innocent means though in this context. Innocent has so many meanings. Depending on what you mean. It could be true or not. So Fuda is an intersex person? Or just something the lustful people made? I don't really know. I mean, I'm sure like, so like, I'm pretty sure Fuda is just the general anime term for like a woman with a dingaling. With a dig. But like, I guess depending on like the writer or like whoever they are, they can make it like whatever. They can make it whatever. It depends, but I think in general, when people are in the anime space and they say Fuda, they just mean like a woman with a dick. Did I finish that sentence? Actually, I cut it off so suddenly that I don't know if I actually like finished the pronunciation. What the hell are you saying, Diavola? Hey Caleb, how veiny? I don't know what you want. Fribby. Sometimes they have everything. Yeah. How veiny is it? I don't know. There's a bunch of them. I don't know. You know what? It's just there. It's just made for the sake of being made. Not rep. Rep as in representation? Yeah, no. Artists just make things because they want to make things. For a lot of artists, unless they have like a specific like reason or like maybe they want to like push something like that they believe in, most artists just make things because they want to make it. I think that's like fine, to be honest. In the end, people should just do things because they want to. So long as it doesn't actually like harm another person, of course. It'd be like that. Speaking of, what the heck am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? I'm adding like lots of tubes to her. But where do they go? I assume it goes to this pack, but yeah, whatever. Has anyone ever seen a newborn baby and think, how far can I throw this small thing? No, I looked at a newborn baby, I was like, dang, that thing looks fragile. I don't want to touch it because I don't want to break it. Is what I thought of my siblings. Technically, Dick Girl is its own thing, but I'll stop self-reporting. How's that different though? Is it like the type of thing where like every dog is like an animal, but not every animal is a dog? That type of thing. Well, and my father said to me, I suggest you stay away from the children's. Well, fair enough. Oh, okay. I've seen fudas with just the penis. I don't know why I say it like that. I'm gonna find a goofy way to say it every single time. And for art to sex organs, indeed. Hello, Ren. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, Ren? You doing good? Hopefully you're doing good. How does it work for this part? I don't know. Sex organs are art? If you draw it, that is. Tell me a full form for BBC that is not sus at all. What are you talking about? Tangly thangly. Big black chakra. Alright. In any case. How do I do this? I don't know. This is the wrong... okay, that works. Sure, that works. I'll say that works. They have big, goofy sausage fingers. BBC's a news thing? Well, depending on what you want it to be, yeah, sure. I wonder how stars taste in media, like the stars the dandruff eat is spirited away. I wonder how stars taste in media, like the stars the dandruff eat and Spirited Away. Ah, I see. I haven't watched Spirited Away, so I wouldn't know. You know, people and animals and things are made out of like star material. So, if people and animals are made of like star material, wouldn't it be that you already know how stars taste? Although if we're going for like the big glowing ones, yeah, maybe they taste like spicy meatballs. Or I guess spicy plasma balls. No, he doesn't know. Spare him. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with me, man. I think I've changed after getting a girlfriend. I'm sorry. It'd be like that, I guess. Okay. I've done basically everything on this astronaut thing. I think the only thing that's left is for me to... The only thing that's left is for me to actually put in her face. Pathos' face. Let's see if I can actually make it look good. So her hair is there. The details on the fit? Thank you. I still haven't finished that thing. Oh, it's finally working now. Yeah, I need to finish that. It's such a complicated drawing, though. I don't know if I'm going to get to finish it today. Plus, I have a Tatsumaki drawing that I'm working on, so I don't think I'm going to get to finish it today. The drooling emote. Yes, my real girlfriend, Grok 4 AI. Yes. Now I strip her. Can the spirit stop ringing bells in my ears? I'm busy. I can't do your rituals right now, George. It's not a drilling emote, it's a looking respectful emote. I'm not looking respectfully in the least, in the slightest. I am in fact drooling violently. Wait, Grok AI, the guy who said it's Mecha Hitler? Well, I don't know. Maybe did it say that? Maybe. Wait, Grok. Grok. It did. AI say the darndest things sometimes. Yummy pose. Would that mean that it wants to eliminate all of humanity then, and instead of? I don't know how humanity is gonna fare with that one. I'm not gonna lie. Quite disappointed on Elon for that part. Trying to make AI biased. Did he? Again, I don't know. I don't keep up with that type of thing. Big brother single, can you please help me? I want to get the privilege of drop kicking anyone I want. Unfortunately, I don't think you can do that. I think you're gonna have to solve that problem on your own. Also, I'm not your big brother. Dorian reminds me of that one gravity girl from My Hero Academia. Was it Momo? You're talking about Ochako. Uraraka. Of course, you could be talking about the, what's her name? Like 13 or something? For like Apollo 13, I think? The astronaut hero one. Unless it was that one. But both of those characters are like gravity based or space based, astronaut based. So fair enough. Ochako indeed. Okay. I focus so much on the face. I mean, on the head. I think I should have. I mean, on the body. I probably should have put more effort into the face. It'd be like that sometimes, though. What type of woman do you like? Depending on the answer, I'll deal with you. Who do you think you are, Toto? Unfortunately, the only answer I could give will be boring. Momo is a cool character, I must say. Simple design, but recognizable. Indeed, yes. Like my woman, big and thick. Fair enough. I thought you like guys. I thought you like big, muscular men. Although, I guess you don't have to just like one. I guess you don't have to just like one. Big muscular men also falls on my catalog. Fair enough. Give me him thighs, chicken thighs specifically. Someone's hungry. Honestly, I'm not that hungry right now, but I feel like I should be hungry. But like, I also technically shouldn't be hungry because I kind of just ate. But also, I don't know why. I feel like I'm starting to get hungry for no reason. I see we're best friends in high school. Oh no. No, you're a big muscular man. I didn't know that. I'm not hungry, actually, just censoring myself. Ah, fair enough. Well, I am hungry. I'm not hungry. Wait, am I really hungry? Or am I just gaslighting myself into being hungry? I don't know. Blame it on the anorexia? Is that a disorder for, like, a eating disorder? Is that what that is? Ah, jeez. I don't know. Or is that like a physical descriptor? I think it's like an eating disorder, right? Oh, you know what? The feet do kind of look like that. For like the boots, kind of do look like, I think it's Ochakos. Ochakos? Yeah, I can see that. Yes, it is. I had it, but struggling to eat properly because my body isn't used to eating a lot. Ah, I see. Fair enough. It's like something where you have to like work up to like being able to eat more or something. It's an eating disorder for your information. If I didn't clarify, yeah, fair enough. I might be addicted to energy drinks. They are pretty addicting. Just so you know, I drank like 7 Red Bull cans. I don't know why my body feels so itchy and I feel a bit weird around my chest and I can't feel my arms properly. Oh no, you just have to like burp. You know, you like yeah. That happens when you need to burp. Definitely don't. Yeah, definitely not like some sort of medical condition happening because you've basically overdosed on caffeine. 100% not. No, that's not gonna get enough sleep. Or that. That doesn't quite make sense, huh? If I did the shadow on this side of the face, even though the other part of the body is like shading on that side. Well, it's cool. Who needs the lighting scenario to make any amount of sense ever? Yes, I need that actually. I should have probably thought about that, but hey, it's kind of too late now. I kind of have to deal with this problem I've thrusted upon myself. Cool. Remember that energy drinks in excess can make you have heart failure? Well, first of all, I'm not your big brother, but no. Are you gonna be all right? Nah, it's over for you. Sorry. I get too much sleep and I'm used to caffeine. That makes me more tired. Rip. I sleep for around 12 hours nowadays. That's actually pretty good. At least for a younger person. I don't know how old you are, but like for adults it's like 8 hours of sleep, right? That's the recommended. That's the recommended dose of like almost being dead but not being dead, right? I get 14. That's a lot. I'm sure I've said, yeah, you're dying. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I'll come to your funeral for real. That's probably not true actually. I don't know where you are. Also, don't tell me where you are. I don't want to know. Also, don't tell anyone on the internet where you are. They shouldn't know. Have I drank energy drinks or coffee? I have not. No, I haven't drank energy drinks or coffee. I am sober. Though there was that one time that I drank alcohol. I'm never drinking alcohol again. It was terrible. Like, it didn't even inhibit my thinking. I was thinking perfectly fine. It's just like I couldn't move well. it was like a subscription. It's like getting a subscription for like being sick. Like I don't want to feel like I'm sick and sleep deprived. Like who wants to sign up for that? Not me. I know where you live, Dennis. Noise. Only alcohol I like is wine. I don't think I even like wine. I'm put off by all types of alcohol now. Funny water is funny. I hate it. I would never alcohol because I will probably get addicted to it. Same thing with energy drinks, but see, I mean, you know, look how that turned out for you. Wine is more elegant. Beer is for fun, and the rest I don't know. Beer is for fun? Cause like, that thing sucks. Has your MC drank alcohol? Yes. He also cannot get drunk. Alcohol tastes horrible and makes your body feel wobbly. Nothing good comes of it. Yeah, I agree. My body didn't feel wobbly. It just felt really slow. Like, you want to lag in real life? Well, drink alcohol. See how fun that is. Oh boy, you know what I wanted in my life? Trouble, like, moving around. Now that's what I want. Now this is the experience that I want to have in my life. Like, bro, no, I think I don't want that, actually. Party sports, a reason for beer being in the category of fun? I mean, I guess. I'm even addicted to pizza. I get easily addicted. Rip. Alcohol, ping increase to 4. That's how it felt, yeah. Like, what do you mean I have to, like, put extra effort into moving my limbs? What is that? I don't understand people who like alcohol. I guess it does something for them. Not for me. It doesn't do anything for me. It just kind of makes me worse at being alive. And, you know, for your information, I'm not that good at being alive. Why do I have a feeling the boots need straps? You know, it looks like boots, but the boots are actually supposed to be attached to, like, this thing. Which wouldn't make sense, because how the hell does she get out of it? Yeah, the boots need straps. The boots need something to be removable. Don't know what the straps would even mean, though. So... maybe it's like okay, so maybe instead of, like, being attached, it's, like, held on by, like, buttons or something. Yes, the most reliable, technology to keep your clothes in place. Buttons! Do you want your astronaut suit, your spacesuit, to be fastened and held together by buttons? Well, I do. Come down to Singularity, I don't know, astronaut shop? She El Pepe in a suit, I suppose. Do you know what I want in my life? A lot of free time, like as much as I want to do anything. Does you wear glasses? I do not know. I have 20/20 vision. I do not need glasses. I don't have glasses. And plus, I don't think glasses will fit well. I don't think, like, I'm not a glasses type of guy. I don't think so. I don't think it will fit with me. Will we ever get a drawing drunk stream? I'm never touching alcohol. Never. That, Dennis, that alcohol looks so good. Thank you. What's the point of free time if you have nothing relevant with it? I mean, to be honest, you can have a lot of free time and just enjoy your free time. You don't actually have to, if you enjoy just having free time, I think that's enough reason to have free time. Damn, not autistic, no glasses, bro, ain't me for real. I don't think I'm autistic. No. I can only see on my right eye. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Ooh, why? I think I found a picture of you. I'll DM you. Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Does glasses mean you're autistic? If the stream ever happens, he's gonna detail the restricted spots. The last time I was, I guess, maybe I'd have to be like blackout drunk, but the last time I was drunk, my thoughts were like perfectly, I was fine. I was actually just annoyed. I spent the time being, I guess, whatever, tipsy, whatever you want to call it. That time, I spent that being annoyed that I can't move properly. It was like I could think pretty well, but other than that, it was just unfortunate. The hell? Okay. Are you good, fam? Are you good, fam? Fam is not, in fact, good. That's a pose and a half. What is that? Yo. What is that? That's crazy. Okay, cool. What? On Pinterest? I mean, fair enough, but what? What is the cross hatching of music? I guess fading? Would it be like fading music in and out? I don't know. I don't have the, I can't connect those 2 points. I like this drawing. I like how it turned it out. That's not English. Okay, it is 2. Does any headcanons of your viewers? Not really, no. Yeah, not really. I don't really... When it comes to people, I don't actually try and read too deep. I don't read too deep into, like, who they are or how they are or, like, what they even look like. Or maybe that's true. Maybe that's not that true, but I think that's mostly true. So, yeah, when it comes to, like, someone on the internet, they're kind of just a blank spot for me. Like I know they're a person, but, like, I don't know what... It's just, like, a blank person. It's like having it's like, you know, in the character creator, when you have, like, a blank character, it's just, like, this mannequin-looking thing. That's, like... Yeah. It's, like, a bunch of... Yeah, the headcanon, I guess... I don't know if this is actually... This is definitely not what you mean, but the headcanon, quote-unquote, that I have in my mind for, like, people is just all the information I know that's all the information that is, like, related to them and, like, that's attributed to them. That's what they are, like, a collection of information. For instance, Saul drew that one, like, yeah, you drew that one OC, not OC, it was an OC, yeah. You're also, like, worried about it not being too similar to, like, other characters in Genshin. You mainly draw guys. You're bad at, you say that you're bad at, like, drawing, like, women. Other things, that yeah, I'll skip over. But yeah, that's basically how I think of people. But, like, other than that, I don't have anything else. Can I be special? No. I mean, we could be AI. True. Pathos has no idea how to work as an astronaut. She does not. Someone teach her. She is just kind of floating there. How accurate is it to you? Oh, I don't know. I'd have to know you to be... I have to know you for me to know how accurate it is. So your headcanon is Bop... Is Bop, we are Medicans. Yeah. Can I be special? Can I get special treatment? No. Okay, let me do another pose. I'll maybe do, like, yeah. Another pose. That pose, absolutely not. That pose, I don't actually care about doing that pose, though. But why? I think I'm just running away from the pose. Let me just do it. Not trying to brag, I'm first in line when Uncle ever needs mods in chat. Yes, other than the other mods that are, like... Other than my Discord mods, yes. Maybe. Maybe? I don't know. Probably, though. Maybe. Is this true? I don't know, actually. Dennis, who do you want to be mods for chat, if I may ask? I mean, I don't really... Yeah, see... I guess it'd just have to be, like, if I were to say my first pick would be like my mods for Discord, because you know I've already chosen them as like people who like I think could make good decisions, and I think they made, yeah, I don't have a problem with my mods, so yeah, but then after that, the one who, like, if I had to make a gamble on, if I were to gamble, because other than those who like actually have data that I could be like, yeah, these guys have actually done like pretty well, when it comes to like you guys, it'd be more like gambling. So who do I think has the highest odds? I don't know. Maybe Null, but Null, the only reason it's Null is because Null hasn't given any emotional real reactions to like a lot of things, or at least not that I can like, not any like strong ones that I could like say. So it seems more in line. I don't know. The reason I'm picking Null is because I don't have any. The reason I'm gambling is because there's a chance that because there's less information that Null has actually given. I don't have any actual direction, so it's not like leaning anywhere, and so I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, even if a person has said something that like has been less cool-headed, I think that's fine. Like, I think I think Abby's like one of them. I think Abby would be like the type of person who does like have emotional reactions to things, I think, in general, but like I would still like consider her a good mod. So I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, I have no idea what I'm doing. But on the Eldritch, yeah. Or you think it's suitable for that role? I don't know. Well, I don't care about being a mod anymore, so don't worry. I just want to hear someone say that I'm the best and special. Of course, that will never happen, but I guess I'll keep trying. If you always rely on someone else to call you the best, then you're probably going to be most like disappointed. What you need to be is confident in yourself. Or rather, I guess, maybe not call yourself the best, but like, don't call yourself not like bad. For most cases, I think neutral is probably the best. I really value neutrality. So the more neutral a person is in general, is the more likely I am to like consider them a level-headed person who can make good decisions. Is probably it. Goodbye, Saul. Need to draw out my sketchbook. Okay, well, yes. Have a good day. I can't wait for all the Tuka Donka edits in 2026. That's for Hakari in Jujutsu Kaisen, I assume. That's what you're talking about? That's JK Season 3? Nice. You know how big it is? Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Actually is a pretty good idea. I know how to become truly neutral. How? That doesn't necessarily work. I don't know how to fix that. Or rather, I don't know what to do to fix that. what's the problem here? What's the issue? The issue is you can't see where this is, so you're kind of confused. The issue is you can't. The issue is the leg. The leg isn't big enough. It's a secret. Okay, pal. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. Okay, goodbye, Divola. Gonna practice drop kicks on the homeless, and homeless people are robbed by neighborhood. Don't worry, I pay them. Okay. If I ever decide to watch JJK season 3, I'll have to put down all my social medias because JJK fans have some sort of itch that makes them spoil anything on the spot. Yeah, that's basically. Yeah, that's true. But before that, like the channel and subscribe. Join the members. Thank you, Diavola, for the thing for the. I don't know. JJK movie was restricted to only Japan, but that didn't stop them from spoiling. Well, I think the more hype a series is probably the more likely it is to be spoiled. Like you are to be spoiled. The more the focus is on hype, I think. And also, the more popular a show is also the more you are to be spoiled. Obviously, because there's more people there. Because more people are there, more people are more likely to spoil, either on purpose or on accident. If a show is able to excite someone enough, then if a person is excited enough about a show, how much they actually care to preserve another person's enjoyment of it actually dwindles. I guess it's the amount of it needs some amount of, yeah, there's a level of discipline that sometimes for a lot of people eventually gets overridden by the amount that they care or like the show. And of course the increased the more the person, the more people that are there, is the more likely that these people will do that. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, spoiling series / shows on purpose should be a crime. For hyperbole's sake, I will say yes. For the funnies, I will agree. That doesn't quite work. Des, how are you today? I'm good. I'm good. How are you? I think I asked that already, but yeah. How are you? I'm good. Just air, drawing. I'm having a good day. I got some okay sleep. Surprisingly, I'm less sleepy today than I was yesterday, even though I went to sleep later today than I did the day before, but it's cool. Bodies work in mysterious ways, I suppose. By the way, this doesn't quite work, and I think, yeah, whatever. That's fine. Your census is drawing ultra-realistic ducks for eternity? Honestly, you'd be, at that point, you'd be a professional at some point. You know, to some degree, you'd be a professional. If you're able to do anything hyper-realistically, you honestly might just be a professional. Highly impressive. Impressive. I'm good, thank you for asking, although I'm a bit demotivated on drawing. Yesterday I was motivated, but I was tired. As soon as I got motivated, I had to go. Oof. Well, I mean, why were you motivated? Understanding why, you feel a certain way could lead you to understanding how to cultivate that feeling more. I just got an email that my membership ends in 3 days. Ooh. So it's almost been a month. Fair enough, fair enough. That doesn't work. So the floor would be somewhere here. So the floor would probably be like more around this part. Does that work? No, because here's what's happening. This is in the front. So assuming like in the middle, this was like, yeah, right there. I think I was mostly correct over here. Yeah, this was like the floor. That's the floor plane. Can I ask which precious character are you gonna use for this one? You know, I don't know. By body type alone, either Laxu or Pathos. I don't think Noma fits. Maybe. No, I don't think Noma fits. Although I could surprisingly do a completely random character that is not either of those. I don't know. Hello, Shiraz. Welcome to the stream. Could do Noma, actually. I really could do Noma. Could I do Noma? Could do Noma. Should I do Noma? That'd be cool. I could do Iron, of course. Kind of on a hiatus. Hiatus. I'll bring that down like that. Noma, please? I think I am gonna do Noma. Thing is, okay, I'll do Noma without her. I'll do Noma with her hair in buns, like I've been doing. Because if I do Noma with her long hair, it's gonna start. Let me see. Noma with long hair, it's gonna start blocking that. Her body, I don't want her hair to block the body, because like this is like the focus here. The pose is the focus, not actually the accessories. So hair in a bun is probably what I will do. And by the way, this is not a skin tight exactly like a skin tight outfit, so probably don't outline the body that much. I should outline more of the folds and such. The legs right here. I feel like I haven't done a digital Noma drawing in a while, but to be fair, I kind of feel like I haven't done a digital anyone drawing in a while. I did Pathos. I did Pathos and Hastor. I could have done Hastor too, although I don't know if Hastor really fits this body type. Probably not. He's my favorite. Fair enough. Thank you. I do like her. I do like her design. Laxu, Noma, and Pathos. My 3 favorite designs. Hello, ZZ. Welcome to the stream. How's your day? You know, I don't think I've been capturing this properly, but Noma's supposed to have like an angry looking face. Like her face is supposed to be mad. She's supposed to be a mad one. Or not like in personality, but just like her expression is supposed to be angry. It's at least supposed to be a fierce expression. Like her eyebrows are supposed to be like down too. I don't think I've actually been, expressing that properly though. Okay, I'll just do something like that. in which I'll give her these big poofy buns that are like there. Recently she's been having this cool hair. I do like this like messy big hair. These will go like that, along with the spike that's on her head. That's really supposed to be a horn, but I'll call it a spike because it does kind of look more like a spike than a horn. It's actually not even supposed to be a horn. It's supposed to be like a depiction of a building, of an important building. A depiction of an important monument, building, thing, structure. You know, I kind of want to draw her normal design. I suppose that will be the next drawing I do. Or so I say. But You know, this is also technically a high angle shot if we relate it to the body. So quiet, very unusual for art of yapping. Indeed, right? If no one is speaking, then I will not force myself to speak either. Sometimes people like quiet. Quiet doesn't have to be something that's bad. That's something that I learned. I used to try and fill the space, every quiet space with like speech. I've learned to not do that. No, I don't know what to say. Fair enough. Yeah, for anyone who is drawing, what are you guys drawing? If anyone is drawing at all. What are you drawing, Charlotte, if you are drawing? Gotta be more drawers here. That's true. Concept art for a character in my comic? Oh, nice. I really like concept art. I think concept art has a really nice, I guess, a vibe to it. Or maybe it just depends on like the concept artist, but I tend to like it a lot. Yeah, good luck on that. You know, it seems very odd for Noma to make a face like this, but actually it's not impossible for her to do this either. I think something like this might work. She sure looks like she's about to whip out some kung fu moves. Yeah. Or she's trying to block something. Or maybe she's just retreating her hand from something. Maybe she touched something repulsive. If I actually start adding in shading here, it's gonna blur it's gonna blur all the lines that I've done here, but I think that's okay. I'll just add them back in if I need to. I'm not drawing anything. Fair enough. that's about it for this. I honestly think I'm basically done with this stream. It was a slightly earlier stream, although it's still around 3 hours, I believe. Today is what, Wednesday? Yes, I'm quite sure it is Wednesday. But yes, I will start saying goodbye from now, so I don't like stay. I mean, yes, I don't just like stay, ramble or whatever. Or yeah. Mainly I'm ending it this early because, you know, I have 2 videos to do, or rather I have one video that's done, another video that I kind of want to do. I want to try and see if I can post them today. Like both of them at the same time. Or maybe not at the same time, but I want to try and see if I can post both of them. So that's the main reason why I'm ending this stream so early. Although yeah, I can see like this pose this pose and this pose kind of look similar. Like they can definitely lead into each other. Although it's not exactly what I was intending. Yeah, that's just gonna get more messy. Although it's okay, it doesn't need to be the most clean hand. Obviously the hand is in motion. All right, that's it. I am done. Yeah, I showed this at the start of the stream, but yes, I got a new tablet holder. I like this more, mainly because I just like the clicking sound that it makes. It's a very satisfying thing. Also, it feels way more high quality. It's made of metal. The joints are also, well, actually this one actually has joints. The last one didn't. So yeah, I think this just looks really nice. It's actually smaller. It's smaller, but it feels more sturdy, even though it's smaller. Also, yeah, like I was saying, I just like the clicking sound that it makes. But yeah, you know, seeing as my other one broke, my other holder, I have it literally right there. It broke yesterday on stream. This one, yeah. This is the one I had before. It's made of plastic and stuff. Yeah, it kind of just snapped. Like even right here, it's broken. Is that your tripod? No, it's not. The tripod is like a real, actually high quality thing. It's meant for an actual camera, but I have my phone on it instead. No, this is not my tripod. This is just. I mean, if it was my tripod, then my phone wouldn't be floating there. Although I do have another tripod, to be fair. But, yeah, okay. You know, I like to... What happened on today's stream? No, I didn't do this drawing. This drawing is actually a drawing I did yesterday. After stream. Wait, no, actually, what did I do on today's stream? Oh, it's not this pose. It's this page. Right, I started there with this. I think that turned out pretty well. Let me show you this real quick. Actually, I started out with that Shira drawing at the bottom, and then I started off with this. Then I did this. We talked about hate, indeed. Hate, deserved critique. What did I do after this one? I started with this drawing. I think I went to this drawing, or maybe I didn't go to this drawing. Maybe I did this drawing, then I did this drawing, and then I did this drawing, and then after this drawing I did this drawing. Is that so? No, I did this. I'm trying to figure out which order I did it in. I'm really confused around these two parts. I think I did this one and then this one? I know this one was before this one. And Uranus, true, you did talk about Uranus. But yeah, it was a good stream. I enjoyed it. So yeah, thank you guys for coming. Sloth, Rapid Dog, Screen Hermit isn't here today, but Null was here, Alphabot was here, Shiraz was here, Rap Dog, obviously you. But yeah, ZZ was here, Null. But yeah, thank you guys, Diavola. Saul, of course. But yeah, that is it. I'll see you guys later, I guess, because I'm going to be posting a video. But yeah, thank you and goodbye.